Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories. This one is of the type that's in my book Light and will be in the next edition of my book Light. Stories on the brighter side of life. Anyway, that's available on Amazon. This story is called Identical Twins Raised Apart. Rebelling against her Mormon parents, Hannah had a lot of fun at Stanford and got pregnant. What was unusual was that when Hannah went to get an abortion, the doctor said she had a rare condition that made abortion risky. To complicate matters further, she was already in her second trimester, and she would be having identical twins. So Deborah decided to have the twins and give them up for adoption. It's easier to find an adoptive parent who wants one child, not twins. Deborah wanted the babies adopted as soon as possible and felt that the twins might more likely develop separate identities if raised apart. So over the adoption agency's concern, she had her babies, Bob and Don, adopted by separate parents, one in Salt Lake, one in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Bob and Don did visit each other as they were growing up and decided they wanted to attend the same college. Both were outstanding students, had great SAT scores, and been leaders in student government. Bob was the high school's class president. Don was his high school's treasurer. Their Reach School was their mother's alma mater, Stanford. Their Safe School was their most selective Mormon-affiliated college, Brigham Young, that is BYU. Bob was admitted to Stanford, but Don was admitted only to BYU. Bob offered to turn down Stanford so he could go to BYU with his brother, but Don begged him not to. Bob couldn't bear his brother's tears, and so he lied and said he was going to Stanford. But at BYU's new student orientation, 100 yards away, Don saw someone who looked like Bob, and it was. Don hugged Bob, whereupon Bob said, "We're going to rock this place." That was 72 years ago. Bob and Don now live in a Mormon-run retirement community and are still in good shape, and although they wouldn't have used the term, they've remained BFFs. In any event, that story is called Identical Twins Raised Apart. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and I certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my books or short stories. One is called Light, the companion volume is called Dark, and then there's one called Soloists, stories of introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.